A move to broader Africa now. World Trade Organization trade ministers begin a 4-day meeting in Nairobi today amid deep divisions over trade issues that have been pending for years. Some countries now want the deadlocked Doha talks abandoned altogether. Kenya's International Trade Minister Amina Mohamed warned that the WTO is at a crossroads and that there is a need to rethink the role of the organization if these talks fail. WTO Director General Roberto called for flexibility as the talks got underway. Our reporter Sarah Kamani reports.
It is the first WTO meeting to be held in Africa. Kenya's International Trade Minister Amina Mohamed, who is also the chairperson of the forum, says the conference must deliver for the continent. Africa is pushing for the removal of agricultural support for rich nations at the expense of poor ones.
And I believe that the WTO is at a crossroads. Over the coming days, this gathering of trade ministers has a decision we need to collectively make. And we face a clear choice, whether we will reinvigorate the negotiating function of the organization and work to progress with issues of interest to all members, or have a stasis which has plagued the Doha negotiations for the past 15 years and have that become even further entrenched. Either way, the character of this organization will fundamentally change after this Nairobi ministerial conference.
The 162-member organization sets rules for itself to level the playing field, ensuring the opening of markets and the removal of trade barriers. Stakes are high here in the Kenyan capital as the 10th WTO Ministerial Conference gets underway. With the rich nations and the poor nations each having taken headline positions, it is becoming increasingly clear that the Doha round of talks may not be concluded here in Nairobi.
To succeed, all members will have to be flexible, realistic, and they will have to be ready to engage.
The slow pace of negotiations has seen countries abandon the organization, focusing instead on bilaterals and multilateral deals. The divisions are mainly between the interests of the rich versus the poor nations. Sarah Kamani, SABC News, Kenya.